Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. Airports operator Malaysia Airports Holdings or MAHB has received a takeover offer from a consortium led by its major shareholders Khazanah National and the EPF in a deal worth over 12 billion ringgit. According to a filing to the bourse, the group plans to buy all remaining shares in MAHB that it did not already own for 11 ringgit apiece, representing a 58.78% stake in the company. Khazanah will hold a 40% stake in the consortium, dubbed Gateway Development Alliance, while the EPF will hold 30%. The remaining 30% will be held collectively by the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority and Global Infrastructure Partners. The takeover is aimed at upgrading and modernizing the company's operations, enhancing passenger service, improving airline connectivity, and stimulating traffic growth, all of which will help unlock the potential of Malaysia's airport network and drive the continued development of the Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen International Airport. They said these objectives will be best achieved by MAHB as a private entity, taking a long-term approach to decision-making and capital investment and benefiting from global infrastructure partners' airport expertise. They also confirmed there are no plans for layoffs and that the government will retain certain special share rights in MAHB. Axiata Group has signed a non-binding agreement with Sinar Mas to explore combining their Indonesian units. The proposed merger between Axiata's XL and Sinar Mas' Smartfren is at an early stage of evaluation. Axiata said the two companies intend on remaining as joint controlling shareholders of the merged entity. The proposed merger would create a strong mobile telecommunications service provider in Indonesia. Axiata noted, however, that the ongoing discussions with Sinar Mas may not necessarily lead to a deal, and any transaction would still be subject to relevant approvals. Prior to the announcement, Axiata and Sinar Mas had sought permission from the Indonesian government to merge their telco units. Indonesian Communication and Information Technology Minister Budi Ari Setiadi told Reuters. According to a Bloomberg report, the transaction may create a $3.5 billion or 16.74 billion ringgit entity with about 100 million customers. Shares of Axiata finished up 0.4% to 2.83 ringgit today, giving the telco giant a market value of 25.98 billion ringgit. Shares of Malaysian glove manufacturers surged after the US announced a slew of major tariff hikes on a wide range of Chinese imports, including medical and surgical gloves. Shares of Top Glove Corp hit limit up, closing 31.3% higher at 1 ringgit 26, its highest since June 2022. It was the most actively traded stock on Bursa Malaysia. Its closing price values it at about 10.34 billion ringgit. Hartalega Holdings' share price, meanwhile, jumped to a two-year high of 3 ringgit 83 sen, before pairing gains to close at 3 ringgit 82 for a market value of 13.09 billion ringgit. Supermax Corp closed at a two-year high of 1 ringgit 8 sen, giving it a market capitalization of 2.94 billion ringgit. Kulsan Rubber Industries settled at 2 ringgit 74, its highest since September 2021, valuing it at 7.01 billion ringgit. On a year-to-date basis, shares in Top Glove have risen by 40%, while Hartalega went up 41.5%, Kosan climbed 48.1% and Supermax gained 14.9%. An analyst who covers the industry told The Edge the rally was a knee-jerk reaction and a bit overdone, and that more clarity on the developments is needed. GIIB Holdings' former CEO Tai Boon Wee has been charged with one count of forgery for allegedly passing off a forged interim financial statement as genuine. Tan is accused of conspiring by instructing Company Secretary Mak Choi Peng to dishonestly present a falsified interim financial statement for the period ended March 31st, 2023 for the rubber compound maker. He allegedly committed the offence at the offices of Bursa Malaysia Securities in May 2023. The charges framed under Section 471 of the Penal Code. If convicted, Tai could face up to 2 years jail, a fine, or both. He claimed trial before Sessions Court Judge Azura Alwi, who set bail at 20,000 ringgit and ordered him to surrender his passport to the court. This is the second time Tai has been charged with forgery. He was first charged along with former Executive Director Wong Ping Kiong for furnishing fake documents to auditor Grant Thorne to Malaysia in relation to the sale of 2.95 million ringgit worth of machinery that did not exist. They were discharged and acquitted of the charge last October after the High Court agreed to strike out the charges. Sinkong Logistics, which opened flat on its debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia today, plans to double its warehouse capacity with a new Penang warehouse, catering to the electrical and electronics industry in the northern region of Peninsular Malaysia. The Integrated Logistics Service Providers MD Alan Ong said the Velda office and warehouse should be operational earlier than expected, possibly by early 2025, from its initial slated plan by the fourth quarter of 2026. He said some electronics companies, in the process of replenishing their inventory, have shown interest in the new warehouse and have reached out through real estate agents to ask if it is already committed to clients. Upon completion, the new facility is expected to double Sinkong's current annual capacity of 192,000 pallets. Sinkong plans to allocate some 10.02 million ringgit from its initial public offering proceeds towards this warehouse. Currently, Sinkong operates 5 warehouses in Shah Alam and Port Klang in Selangor and Bukit Mertajam, Butterworth and Bukit Minyak in Penang. Sinkong ended trading today at 14 sen, 7.7% higher than its IPO price of 13 sen, valuing it at 168 million ringgit.